Hello everyone and welcome to another week in health. And you know, there are literally thousands of articles for us to choose from every week, but these two that I'm going to talk about today are very, very important. The first one comes from Natural Cures, Not Medicine, Healthy Alternatives to Medicine, Feds to Parents, Kids. Now listen to this, kids can't bring lunch to school without a doctor's note. And you can go to mom.com and literally see the note. And in the article itself, the mom said, you know, we don't have GMO food in our lunches. We don't have pesticides. We don't have artificial colors and flavors. We don't have preservatives. We don't have hormone-laden meat and or dairy products. Well, guess what they're putting in the school lunch programs? Everything that I just said to you. I want you to become proactive. Actually, I saw on the internet, have your kids start taking pictures of what they're eating for lunch every day if they're eating these government subsidized foods. The part that really concerns me is that the government is telling the schools and the parents what they can and they cannot do. You would need to literally spend $75 or so to take your child to your healthcare provider to tell them, to allow them to write you a note so you can make food like it was way from the beginning. You know, this is a brown paper bag and wax paper. When I was a kid back in the 1950s and 60s, I had one bag all week that I used to brown bag my lunch. See, what's going on right now is the government is subsidizing farmers. And then what happens then is the schools buy food. And then they get this meat and chicken, etc., and they turn it over to chicken nuggets and some of these other chemically laden foods, and they wonder why their kids are starting to have health challenges. So you need to become proactive. Find out what's going on in your school system. You don't want the government to be telling you what you can and you cannot be doing as far as giving your kids school lunches and school lunch, whatever the menu's going to be. Very unhealthy. The next one is from foodnavigator-usa.com. Breaking news on food and beverage development, North America, EU edition. Now, bad science, good politics, question mark. Why the GMO labeling lobby is winning the PR war. What's happening out there right now is I just know that the larger companies are putting pressure on lobbyists and individuals and literary agents that are writing articles in reference to GMO food. That means it's food that has been genetically altered. However you talk about it itself, it is not using pure seeds and pure food. It's been chemically changed. I'll give you an example. Back in the 1980s and late 70s, the fast food industry was manipulated into using trans fat. Trans fat is altered oil, and they told everybody that it was going to be really good for heart health. Well, in essence, what happened was the trans fat, and it took 25 to 30 years for this to show up, ended up causing major heart problems. You know, we don't really have a whole lot of time right now because there are terms like maltodextrin, which is a food. The corn industry, the soy industry are creating food items that are showing up in the very lowest fabric. That means across the ecosystem. You know, if they start feeding cows genetically engineered corn, that corn goes into the cows, and if you go to a fast food restaurant or if you don't buy organic food, you have the potential to be eating chemicals, and you have the potential to be eating seeds that have been altered, and it's going to throw off the metabolism in your body. So here's what's going on. If you look at a fruit or vegetable, you look at the label. The 4 numbers on the bottom, or the 5 numbers, they should begin with number 9. That's organic. The number 8 is genetically engineered. All other numbers are considered standard or conventional. Very, very serious. Please pass this on. We need to take control of what's going on with our food system.